Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steelers first. They'll run right side with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Pickett. Man open. That's Anthony Schwartz. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play on their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Pickett is going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly trying to score every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line.
After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And some space here. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
Come on, set. And cycle.
On first down, Tagovailoa drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Here's second and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Tua to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Pickett sets up play action.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pickett now on first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Pickett.
And that one's going to be knocked knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
127 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On second and very short. Tua escaping the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Pickett's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Jalen Thompson picks it,
and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up a throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
144 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Dolphins.
With the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Another run now for Nwangu.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
On play action, they'll throw.
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cooper Kupp from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to have the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Off play action. Pickett. They'll roll him out right. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. 2nd and 4. Pickett back to throw.
And his pass incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Pickett. He'll hit Mostert again here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One final shot for Pickett.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And his As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.